Here we go now for the first quarter of the 1978 Grand Final, coming to you live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Malcolm Blight gets first fit to the ball, taken by Noel. It was almost a throw. Melrose gets collared pretty smartly by Hendry, but umpire Robinson comes in and decides to bounce it up once more. Nolan in ruck for North Melbourne. Scott over the top of him, gets the tap out, taken away by Stan Alves. Alves' kick up towards half forward, marked by DP Domenico, who is playing, as Bob Skilton mentioned, to full forward. Moncrief gets one behind the ear. That'll be 15 metres. Moncrief could score. It was a good lead by Moncrief from a hurried kick. He's 35 to 40 metres out, shoots for goal. First blood to the Hawks. Michael Moncrief kicked 6 goals a couple of weeks back, got 4 last week and off to a good start today.
There it is. Oh, it goes the other way. Blight's got a chance, but punched away by Tuck. Going after it now is Sutton. Gets the ball, but he's grabbed. Ball taken away by Hawthorn. Down towards Moncrief. He's got it again. I'll tell you what, he's only about 30 metres out from goal, directly in front. Glendenning's let him get away twice. Here he comes in, Moncrief, going for his second and Hawthorn's 2. The kick. He's put it through, I'd say. Yes, sir. The second goal to Hawthorn, and we've played just on 2 minutes of the 1978 Grand Final, coming to you live through Channel 7. They've kicked 2 straight goals, Hawthorn. They're 12 points to North Melbourne, yet to score, and Knights takes the ball away from that half-forward line. Kicks it high down towards that Hawthorn half-forward. A good mark to Hendry.
That'll give him a lot of confidence.
Well, he needs it. He's been out of form for a while. He's going for a kick, looking for Moncrief again. He's coming in. He's got a chance to get it. He's got his third mark. By golly, he's got away from Glendenning on 3 occasions and only played 4.5 minutes.
Forward, but a good safe mark brought down by Ross Henshaw in front of Lee Matthews. He goes and turns towards the centre wing position. There's 2 North Melbourne players there, and the one to take the mark is Stan Alves. Nobody was in query of him. Over to Byrne. Byrne a little bit slow to get rid of the ball and eventually loses it. Gives DP Domenico the chance to pick up and drive Hawthorn into attack. It's not a good kick though. Up towards Matthews, who fumbles, unusual for him. Henshaw comes through and cops one for his corner. Now Glendenning's playing a little bit better. He's going to go for a run to give himself and North Melbourne some confidence. That's a beautiful kick too. Baker going for the big fly. That's what he likes down there. Here's a go for North Melbourne. Kick through. Is it by Melrose? Yes, first goal to North.
Free kick.
Terry Wallace from left half back, Hawthorn centre man, a little bit out of position, driving Hawthorn to the members stand or the outer wing position. That was an easy mark missed, picked up by Matthews. Matthews having his about second touch for the game. Manane driving Hawthorn up towards Moncrief, and he's got it again, mark number 4. Well, if this fellow can fire, then North Melbourne will be in strife. Glendenning outmanoeuvred on that occasion, and the distance probably about 55 to 60 metres. Would need to be a magnificent kick to score from there. You're coming a little bit closer to take the kick, of course. It's on its way. It's offline, I fancy, and through for only 1 point. That's Hawthorn's first minor score.
A throw in from that North Melbourne half-back line. There's Martello in the front. He got the knockout. Oh, Blight missed that. Picked up by Manane. Up towards Moncrief, the danger play with Glendenning. Actually, Moncrief punched it out to Hendry. It's smothered again by Glendenning. Back to Scott, a left foot snap. He's put it through. He's put it through. A beautiful goal by the Hawthorn skipper. They're not going to wear Scott out today. They're going to keep him fresh. Ball bouncing badly at that centre bounce. Back to Matthews in trouble. He's upended. Picked up by Big Nolan looking there for Byrne. Oh, he got one behind the ears. A go for Hubbard's running into an open goal. And he's put it through. That's their second goal. Good goal by Hubbard's that time. And extra good play by Mick Nolan to get it down there.
North Melbourne's both goals kicked by their 2 rovers, so some tightening of the Hawthorn defence needed in that area. Scott getting the tap out, Carlton underneath the ball. Russo's hand pass, or he feigned one. Now he goes for one, taken by Ablett. Ablett's fast to get a kick, boot to ball. Moncrief, oh gee, it's touched through. It would have been a goal, but he had to go for it, so you can't blame him.
Wallace there at half back. Looking for Martello, surrounded by North Melbourne players. He really marked that one. The umpire's played a free kick at any rate. He beat the 3 of them. Still think that Hawthorn are playing the more aggressive football as the ball is kicked well up towards Sutton and Scott. Punched away by Sutton. There's a go for Moncrief. Already kicked 2
free kick.
And a free kick to Moncrief. Against Sutton that time, and he'll take the free kick right on the boundary line. He's only about 15 metres out. Of course, a very difficult shot, but at least one thing in his favour, he's a right footer. He would be able to hook this ball around a bit. The kick. Let's see, I think he's put it through. Yes, that's his 3rd goal. Beautiful goal by Moncrief. A magnificent goal.
I'm a bit surprised myself, Peter.
Well, Polkinghorn has done a shocker insofar as the kick is concerned. It's up to half forward. Russo taps it out, but it's intercepted by Greg. He gets bowled over, if you don't mind. Couldn't pick up the ball. Scott lends his weight to the situation, and by golly, I wouldn't like to be out there right now, I tell you that. Can he pick it up? He almost got buffeted over. Here comes Matthews, and he goes over as well. Tackled when not in possession, and it's Matthews' free kick. There he is. Heard him coming and let go of the ball. And that's a shot for goal. Is all clear. Lee Matthews' first goal. Hawthorn notch up their 5th. And so Hawthorn getting a handy lead at the moment, but
actually it's not a tremendously fast game.
Agree with that.
Well, it's more...
it's a pressure game.
Well, it's a pressure game, and I think this is suiting Hawthorn's style of football too, because it's a bit close-knit, and North Melbourne can't break into their normal style of play on game, and that's certainly suiting Hawthorn at the moment. And there's the siren for the end of the first quarter of the 1978 Grand Final, brought to you.
Second quarter of the 1978 Grand Final. Umpire Bill Della coming in to bounce the ball. Nolan and Scott. Well, neither really got an effective tap out there. Stephen McCann come ruck rover, half forward. Ruckman, whatever you like. That's Blight's second kick for the game. If he fires, North Melbourne will get back into it. There's a mark to almost Baker. Or who's he playing it to? We'll wait and see. I think it is Baker's mark. It's the first he's taken for the day. Directly in front pretty well. Shouldn't have any trouble in scoring a goal, but he has, strangely enough. He's put it through for 1 point. Well, that sure has been Phil Baker's downfall. He's a great mark, but doesn't always kick active. Nolan, a good long kick too, up towards half forward. Polkinghorn from Boys takes the mark and he's off. Straight away back towards McNolan, who should mark and does. My God, you couldn't pick out a worse player to kick it to. McNolan, you've got to go about 3 yards past him to get it away from his long arms. Light from behind, has the sit. Play on was the call. Tuck for Hawthorn. Can't pick it up, gets pushed in the back, and the umpire says dropping the ball. Mitch Lou nods at me and says he was right. Who am I to argue? North Melbourne now go forward once more. Baker from behind. He loves the grab from behind. Baker loves to get the run at the ball. The only player to play from behind and do it successfully. Baker kicks for goal for North Melbourne and has put it through for his first. So North Melbourne bridging the gap.
And the free kick will go to Little Russo down there on that half forward. And actually he's in between the forward line and wing position. Kick by Russo. Not a great one, didn't cover much distance. They all missed that one at the back. Now we see Henshaw getting clear. Going for a pass out to Wells. Punched away that time by Eade. Wells goes Dennis and given Eads a chance. Running into an open goal. Fires it through. Oh, beautiful goal by Rodney Eade.
And Alves, free kick to Alves, is it? No, he was looking for one. Alves is limping. He's got cramp, I think. Short pass is taken by Tuck, and he marks at left half forward. Is it a hamstring or is it a cramp? We don't know. Bad luck for North Melbourne if he can't come back, but Casson will come on, and the pretty safe replacement too is John Casson into the 10-metre square. There's almost a mark to Scott! Hawthorn skipper has marked 10 metres out from goal. Casson off. Would not see much daylight between the posts there. Will he try and run round? No. Decides to guide it through and has done it superbly, if you don't mind. 2 goals for Don Scott.
Well, they all missed that pushing and shoving. Going after it now as Rodney Eade got an open go. He'll get this one. He's gone for a bit of a pass looking for Matthews, but well intercepted that time by Carlton. And Crazy Horse is off. He's off wide out there. Oh, nearly a push in the back to Shimmerbush. Yes, the umpire's paid that. And he takes the free kick out there on the wing position. There we see Stan Alves going off the ground. It looks as though it could have been a torn hamstring because he stopped very suddenly. The ball driven back over the half-forward line for North Melbourne. There's a go for Boyce. He snapped it off the pack. Beautifully. A shot for goal. I think he might have put it through. Yes, he has. A beautiful goal. And a badly needed one for North Melbourne. A great goal by young Murray Boyce.
He's up towards the centre of the ground. Carlton couldn't mark the ball, but he picks it up well and should clear.
Carlton playing a very strong game down there in defence. Oh, he nearly got Matthews that time. He was lucky, Lee. Picked up by Casson. Hooks it back towards centre half forward. They're all positioning there themselves as the ball comes down out of DPN at Romanico. He's collared by Briders. It's finally picked up by Byrne. Across there to Baker at the back. Can he mark it? He's got it. He's got it. He's got the mark. Right, Kelly, all eyes are on Baker when the ball gets up to that full forward zone. He's only about 10 metres out, and he's put it through. That's put North Melbourne right back in the picture. It'll be Big Nolan against Walter. Only half his side. Knocked out by Nolan to Burn. That was well smothered by Knight, who's been a very quiet player up to this stage of the match. Going after it is Munane. He fumbled that one. Montgomery backing up well, the star of last week's match. A hand pass to Casson. And there's Johnny Casson shooting the ball across now towards centre half forward. Bounces the wrong way for Hawthorn. Picked up by Boyce. Baker again. He's up into the goal. Beautiful play, and it's only 4 points the difference. Oh, they're right back in the picture now, North Melbourne. No worries about that. North Melbourne defence covering their players pretty well. They were a bit loose for about a quarter and a half, but now they've got them pretty well covered. Knocked out by Nolan again. There we see little Hupperts getting clear. Good play by Hupperts as the ball comes back there towards Tanner and Tuck. Tuck couldn't hold the mark. And there's a chance now for Boyce to get clear as he drives the ball well down towards the full forward zone. Baker at the back. What a mark that was by Baker.
Again from behind.
Has he turned out to be a real threat, this guy? He's already kicked 3 goals, going from fourth. And he's only about, let's see, 25 metres out from goal. A magnificent goal, or mark by Baker.
6 marks for the quarter, Lou, and David Parkin hasn't made a move.
There's the kick, and it's through for full points, and North Melbourne have hit the front. 7 goals, 6-48 to Hawthorn, 7-4-46. And that was the great. What's this mark? Boyes breaks clear. That's the second one Boyes has given him now. Baker coming from behind. A magnificent mark.
Oh, superb, wasn't it?
A beautiful mark by Baker. And I'd suggest the wing position. DP Domenico takes a very safe mark indeed. A quick hand pass over to Tuck at centre field. And he's clear. He'll boot this well down towards the full forward zone. Then Denning goes for the punch. Actually, he's not going to claim the mark because Moncrief didn't even get near it at all. Moncrief, there's the siren for the end of the second quarter and at half-time in the 1978 and we're ready for the start of the third quarter of the 1978 Grand Final. There she goes. Pushed away by Byrne. Intercepted by Scott. He didn't get a kick. He was grabbed. Both sides have got stars missing today. They're Don Scott doing a bit of balking that time. It came off as he gets the ball back towards centre field. Once again we see Schimmelbusch take a mark. Certainly Schimmelbusch's grand final so far as he breaks clear and boots the ball well down towards the full forward zone. Baker gets in the air, couldn't hold the mark. There's Schimmelbusch. He was grabbed by the legs actually that time. The umpire caught it and he's paying the free kick. And this little fellow may not be as outstanding as the others, but he's played a really good game.
Baker's down.
Baker's down. He must have come down with a heavy crash that time. Huppert's coming in for his first goal, if he can get it. Not a bad sort of a kick. Oh, they've put it through. That's his second. He goes for a short pass and he's found Matthews. Matthews still on the centre wing position. Boots it well down towards the full forward zone. There's Walter with a chance to mark it. Smith going after it. On his tail there was Moncrief. He scoops it up beautifully, Smith. A beautiful bit of play by this big fella. Look at him showing plenty of dash. Oh, bad pass. A bit of bad luck that time. I think he might have been too tired to kick it any distance at all. And the mark taken here by Ablett. A good 55 metres out from goal. Got the ball high. Now it comes to big Mick Nolan. He's played a great game today, Mick. I'll tell you that now. Been a very effective player. And he's booted it out of bounds. And a free kick will go there to Wallace out there at half forward, about 55 metres out from goal.
Hawthorn had no player scouting the packs. Mick Nolan picked it up like a rover, Lou.
That's right, Peter. Wallace now to get them going up, drive that ball deep into attack if he can. It's not a bad sort of a kick. Ball comes to the ground now as a go for Martello. Not a bad sort of a stop for goal. It's through. Makes a difference, 6 points now.
And so once again we'll see a boundary throw in to take place. Still in Hawthorn's forward pocket, the right forward pocket in front of the MCG member stand. Scott and Nolan. Scott taps it down, should be taken by Glendinning. Here's a chance for Matthews. Can't get there, now he shoots for goal and puts it through. Hawthorn back in front. Well, Matthews certainly did that the hard way. That's his second goal.
Martello and Nolan. Nolan actually got that one down. Out it comes to Keith Gregg. He's clear and a long driving kick out towards the wing position, but there's no one there. He dropped the mark that time, Walter. But he's clear and a hand pass coming over to Rodney Eade, even though it's a bit long. It bounces the right one, another one coming back, and we see the ball driven up that time by D.P. Domenico. Part of the mark here to Matthews. A magnificent mark. A very strong one indeed.
Matthews has lifted his game in this quarter.
He has. He's kicked... he's kicked 2 goals for the game, hasn't he? Or,
he has, Lou,
2 for the game, and he's going for now for his third one from only about 20 metres out. And he's put it through. That's a very handy goal indeed by Matthews.
Right next to the behind post, it's being thrown in. Scott and Nolan. Tapped out to Russo. Free kick on the neck to whom? Scott. Scott it is. Nick Nolan arguing with Ian Robinson. And there's a real Laurel and Hardy job for you. Scott, so far today for Hawthorn, has kicked 2 goals. Lining up for goal number 3 from 15 metres out. And Scott has put it through, I think, yes. Don Scott's 3rd goal, and Hawthorn increased their lead ever so slightly.
More to drive the ball back out to that half-back line on that outer side of the ground. Knight's flying high. Nearly marked that, but Cowton gets a hand pass out. They're having plenty of trouble. Melrose couldn't get it clear. Then we see Wallace finally coming out with the ball. Now gets it out there looking for Henry, but Martello beats him from and takes the mark. Martello out there on that centre wing position. Quickly hooks it over. A chance for Henry to mark. He's got it. He's off. He'll go for a pass to Ablett. It's a bad one. It's going to bounce right. It does. Now Ablett's got time to straighten up and fire for the goals. And he's kicked it pretty accurately outside. Beautiful shot. A magnificent shot by Ablett.
Who cleverly eludes Russo, screws the ball back into play. Walter's underneath it and should mark for Hawthorn, although he nearly spilled it. Richard Walter, only 19. Booting Hawthorn up to the centre of the ground, or Matthews misread that. Socket away by Martello up towards half forward. Who can pick it up? Coming out as Don Scott. It looks as though he's had a shower. There's Sutton picking it up well for North Melbourne. He's a good player, this fellow. Sutton's gone for a hand pass. Huppett's the recipient. Back to Sutton again. Sutton's kick up towards the centre wing position, and coming out for Hawthorn is... who was that? Payton, was it? He missed it anyway. Got it back to Eade. Eden turned clear of Schimmelbusch on this occasion. Driving it forward, Matthews. And Ross Henshaw, his opponent, can't believe it.
Tell you what, Matthews has started to become a force this quarter, Peter.
So is Martello, Lou. That shot for goal is right through the middle by Matthews. That's goal number 4 to Lee Matthews, and he joins Phil Baker as the leading goal. Bouncing Nolan's way. He's over the top of Tuck, tacks it down to Sutton. North Melbourne can't break away. Now Gregg's got it. His hand pass is taken by Casson. This time they go forward, and danger for Hawthorn. Baker up high, taken by Deepia Domenico. Good defence by Hawthorn and good backing up. Back to Ablett, who marks uncontested because Casson was caught out of position. It's taken by Tuck, and he'll drive Hawthorn deep into attack.
Now a hand pass over to Manane. Back to Tuck again. They're looking good, Hawthorn, as we see him drive it up there towards the full forward. It looks like a goal. Now it's going away at the last moment. 1 point. Oh, they just can't score goals at the moment, North Melbourne. In plenty of trouble. Well, knocked out by Walter. Henry can't get clear. Actually pushed that out to Smith. Smith got it now. Short pass, not a good one. It's wide. Comes out towards the wing position. They're all having a great battle here to try and get it out. Payton's in there too, and then we see it finally picked up by Boyce. Boyce looking down there for Arnold Brightus. One of his tail is Deepia Domenico. And DeWald comes in and kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a penalty free kick to go there to Brightus about 45 metres out from goal. Look at Moore standing right at the back of Baker. Won't let him get a run at the ball at all. Now he's got a chance, Baker. He's got the mark, he's got the goal. Well, that's the first time Moore got the front of Baker took the mark, and that makes a bit of difference. It'll help
Nolan and Scott. Well, Scott and Nolan, if you prefer it that way. Schimmelbusch trying to go through, has to hurriedly get rid of the ball, and it's taken away by Wallace. Wallace in turn to half forward. Henry's marked. A wobbly old punt kick from Henry is floating through for a goal, I think. Well, that surprised everybody, and including me, because the way the ball left the boot was certainly not in the textbook. And Hawthorn answered that goal very quickly from North Melbourne, and that's the way to really drive the nail.
Hand pass coming over now to Cowton. Cowton with a hefty punt kick. Down there looking for Brightus. Brightus gets up high. Couldn't hold the mark. Still battling hard. There we see Payton going, and it comes out. Now's a chance for Tanner. If he's good enough, he's having a bad day today. He can't pick it up. He's clear now. Snaps the ball back, but he's off target, and the ball is out of bounds. Well, that's North Melbourne's form this quarter. They've really been struggling. Short pass. They're all over the place at the moment. There we see Manane booting it back out there. Too long it was, and finally it comes back now to Sutton. Sutton's got the run of the raw ball properly as he gets it back towards centre field. Payton going from there, playing a lot of confidence. That was a real confident mark. A hand pass over to Knights, and they're starting to run Hawthorn now as we see Knights go. Look at this fella go. He's leaving it for dead as he takes it right down in a pot shot for goal. Can he put it through? I think he has. What's the result? 1 point. They've got to deserved a lot better than that, I'll tell you that now.
30 minutes gone of the third quarter. Keldon Moore will take the kick out from fullback. He's kicked it clear of hand and foot as the rule stipulates, and now he's going towards the outer side of the ground, getting plenty of distance with the kick, looking for Knights and Hendry, and the mark taken by Mick Nolan, who got at least 1.5 inches off the ground. Nolan. Ball back whence it came, looking for Baker. Behind is Bridus, who is directly in front and has a chance to bring up North Melbourne's 10th goal, is it? There's the siren. Well, a very important kick, isn't it, this one? Bridus shoots the goal, and he has put it through for full points. So North Melbourne in with a chance with the final quarter coming up. 10-12, 72. Hawthorn, 14-10, 94. Siren starting play in motion for the 1978 Grand Final last quarter. It's Don Scott and Mick Nolan. Scott up high, nobody got it out. There's Wallace's little kick just over the square. That's bad luck for Hawthorn. Scott and Nolan, they all overrun the ball except Ken Montgomery, who sidesteps nicely again. North Melbourne into attack now, danger for Hawthorn. And here's the opportunity for Keldon Moore to pick it up. Baker's there, he's got it. They can't get rid of it. Free kick to North Melbourne. Oh, this is very interesting. I'm looking downfield too at Peter Knight. He's still down, which means that North Melbourne have virtually got a loose man up that way. Here's a chance for Deepia Domenico. That's a funny sort of a kick. That's the best way I could describe it. Melrose couldn't handle it. Picked up by Tanner, gets tackled by Martello, back to Melrose and turn over to Smith, who fires at the goal and has put it through. North Melbourne, are they coming back?
Well, that goal coming at the minute-and-a-half mark, so let's put them back in the picture. Let's watch. Quick hand pass coming out to Moore. He's got plenty of time to do something with this one. He balances himself, he kicks it wide, trying to find Ablett. He's found Ablett. A beautiful bit of play by Moore. Moore Ablett on that centre wing position. Gets it over the half-forward line now. Oh, flying high was Walter. Couldn't hold that mark, but he gets a hand pass to Russo. This spells danger. Oh, it's smothered. Out it goes towards Peter Knights. He gets it on the first hop, and then he fumbles the ball. Going after Knights again. One on his back there is Greg. He's got him. A hand pass to Hendry. A snap for goal. Back towards Moncrief. Can he mark it? He's got the mark. A beautiful mark by Moncrief. Magnificent mark indeed. He's a right footer. He's on his right side for a right footer. Fires. No doubt about him. Through for a goal. Do a bit of work here. North Melbourne. They're going to win this match. Knocked out that time. Back towards Wallace. Couldn't get past Nolan that time, and the umpires found a free kick. I don't know what it's for. Probably for big Mick Nolan blocking him.
Helwyn not in possession.
Okay, Helwyn not in possession, and the free kick to go to Wallace. A chance to put it deep into attack. It's a pretty good punt kick up towards the goals too. The pack fly. Knocked down there again, and we see the ball taken away by Montgomery. Punched away by Nolan. Actually went off the top of the Tuck's hand. Walter going clear. A long hand pass over to Manane. Manane down there on that half-forward line. Boots it up towards the full forward position. Knights flies. Got the mark. Got the mark. Peter Knights. Beautiful mark by Knights. He was knocked out about 10 minutes ago, but he's recovered to take that mark pretty well. There we watch it again. Look at him coming across, the high flyer from Hawthorn. The flying centre-half back. And that's Peter Knights at his best. And he's got himself to kick a goal now. Will put him 27 points in front. Didn't mess about it, through for full points. And of course, Hawthorn now.
Or was it Glenn? No, it is Byrne to take the free kick for North Melbourne at centre-half back, and he'll go around the outer side of the ground.
Making plenty of ground there, Byrne. Finally gets the kick out wide, looking there for Melrose. It didn't bounce too well, but he's picked it up okay. Melrose goes for a pass. It's not a very good one. It's too long, and a good mark taken here by Wallace. Doing a pretty good job on the centre. Over to Deepia Domenico. Drives it over the centre half-forward position. Punched away again by McCann. But back it goes to Manane. A left footer towards the goals. It looks dangerous. It's a goal. Oh, that just about fixed them up, I'd say. At the 16-minute mark. Ball back into play again. Out there towards Nolan and Scott. And Nolan's taken the mark.
You can't play Nolan from behind.
Oh, Mick, and there's we see Scotty fixing Zimmerbush up there for a second. Nolan out there on that half-forward on a long kick up to the full forward zone. Baker's up this time. He's got it. Not the answer to the mark. He's saying to the umpire, what about that one? Is only about 20 metres out from goal and would have to fall over to miss this one.
He's kicked 5 goals already for North Melbourne.
5 goals up to this stage, going for his 6th. And he's put it through for full points. That makes North Melbourne 12 goals, 13.85. And we see the replay. And Fagan, look at that for a rise. He's right in the air.
Well, back into the centre now. Crowd coming to life again. Scott and Nolan in the ruck. Scott winning that tap out, looking for Matthews, who picks it up on the run. Matthews fires the ball deep into attack for Hawthorn. Knights breaks away. He's going to have a shot for goal, I think, Peter Knights, and that should knock it up. That's Knights' second goal since he's been moved to the forward line. We certainly hope that you've got your money on the Hawks, because they look as though they're going to take out the flag for 1978. Scott and Melbourne again in the ruck, taken away by Ross Glendinning. I see Barassi's probably moved him up to the ball, or onto the ball. There's Bridus trying to tap the ball down, looking for Carlton and Smith. He's found Smith. He has a shot for goal, and there's the answer, I think. It's 4 points for its reigning goals here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. That's Doug Smith's second goal for North Melbourne, coming up at the 22-minute mark of the final quarter.
Get the run of the ball there at the moment, and finally it comes out to Manane, then to Cass. They're all fumbling it as it comes out finally to Smith, and he loses the ball. Then he picks it up again, and he loses it again. Finally kicked away by Ablett back towards centre field. And there we see Lee Matthews on his own with plenty of time to do something with it. Looking there for Moncrief in front. It's too long. The sun got in his eyes that time, and we see Sutton take the mark. Kick it out wide to give his skipper a chance to get clear. Got plenty of time. He gives a hand pass over now. Oh, Glendinning away from the full-back position. Could get a free kick. The umpire said he didn't have the ball that time. And a free kick will go against Knights out there on the centre wing position.
Lucky to get that
I think he had the ball.
I think he might have been a bit lucky. Watch this on replay again.
If he didn't have the ball, I'll walk from here to Burke.
Well, I reckon he did. I think he held on him long enough. The ball up towards the full forwards and a chance for Huppets. Over it goes to Bridus. He's coming in. This will make it 21 to 3 points the difference. And he's put it through at the 25-minute mark. North Melbourne not giving in yet.
And at Schimmelbusch, the North Melbourne deputy vice-captain, or vice-captain now. Henshaw, he's off. He's caught by Tuck. Manane. High kick back towards the centre line for Hawthorn. Henry picks up the ball on the run. His hand pass is effective because, oh no, it's not. Waldo fumbled at the crucial moment. Henry has to play it on his own. Eludes Carlton. A pass looking out there for Russo. He also fumbles, and this gives Melrose the opportunity. Here go North Melbourne. Melrose, that's a much better pass. He's found Huppets. Here's danger for Hawthorn. Huppets fires the ball deep into attack. Deep here, Domenico tries to punch it away. Boys, more danger for Hawthorn. Boys gets clear. Boys fires at the goals and has put it through. What a finish!
Well, actually, Scott got that out. And it's Wallace getting the ball out towards that wing position. Not a very good kick. Going after it now. Here's Rodney Eade. It bounced the right way from him. Time to pick it up and drive it back there. Looking for Ablett, who dropped the mark. A very difficult one indeed. Ablett looking to straighten up and fire for the goals. Up towards Peter Knights at the back. He floats the mark. Oh, Kelly, what a mark and a half. Knights grabbed that. He put his hand on his shoulder. Gave himself an extra lift that time. He's gone for a short pass. And it goes to Walter in a far better position. Difference only 17 points. It'll put it 23 points in front again. And once he's done with it, 1 point, and North Melbourne still in the fight.
Lou, I'm a bit surprised at this stage when we've got Michael McCarthy and Norm Goss, two very fresh players on the bench. That David Parker, look at that magnificent mark by Knights.
Difference now, 18 points. The ball knocked out. Free kick will go there to North Melbourne. I think it may be going to
Scott, I think it is.
It's going to Scotty. Well, I don't think anyone was too sure about that. They're all stood there dumbfounded, and Scott will hold play up a little bit because his side's only 18 points in front. We're at the 20 or the 30-minute mark. And I'd say that it's Hawthorn's premiership for 1978.
There it is. Hawthorn are premiers for 1978, and there's John Scott who's going to give a present to somebody in the crowd. Hawthorn have won their 4th VFL premiership, defeating North Melbourne. There's Richard Walter. The final scores at the MCG: Hawthorn 18-13, 121, defeating North Melbourne 15-13, 103.